We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, in this handy, very snazzy, very attractive suitcase-looking case thing is the Ass Kicking Peanuts 6-pack. Peanut variety pack. Of course, the old Ass Kickin' donkey on here. And so this comes from Southwest Specialties in Goodyear, Arizona. And a lot of us are familiar with the different ass kicking sauces and some of the other ones too. They've got, I think this is smart. We've got ass kicking kettle corn, bacon ranch, which is not in here, habanero popcorn, barbecue popcorn, and a bevy of different things. We got some seasoning salt, more sauces, the Pleasure and Pain book of sauces, fish fry, and jelly beans, and so on and so forth. Have an ass kicking day. Very, very nice of you. On the back, we see some recipes, and we have Thai peanut noodles right here, guys. So right out of the gate, I have a problem with this recipe. Thai noodles, of course, are rice noodles. They are not spaghetti. This does not seem like an especially good recipe to me, other than it just includes chopped ass-kicking nuts. And, of course, ass-kicking cookies. This looks like, are these peanut butter cookies? Or are they just sugar cookies? I'm not sure what these are supposed to be, actually. There's a recipe there, guys, for ass-kicking cookies if you're interested in that. And let's look at the varieties. So we have jalapeno cheddar, ass kicking peanuts. I don't know what flavor that actually is supposed to be. We have chipotle honey peanuts. We have ass kicking habanero honey peanuts, ghost pepper spooky honey peanuts, and of course the Carolina Reaper honey peanuts. Now let's take a look at this thing here, if I can persuade it to open. And here we go. Packaging is quite good, as you guys can see. Don't need that anymore. Let's put that off to the side. Okay, so we've got this handy carrying tray. We'll save you for later. And okay. So let's pick one of these, habanero. So these cans are 4.2 ounces, guys. A normal can of peanuts, and I happen to have one here. This is Kroger lightly salted peanuts, in case anybody cares. But these are normally 12 ounces. So these are about a third of a regular can each, guys. And if you decide to do this, this is not an inexpensive proposition. Obviously, I'm doing that for these purposes, and I wanted to try them all. But this is not a particularly cheap way of doing this. So this one is habanero, the regular one. Now the order they had them in, which I'm going to assume is hottest to not hottest, was like so. Right there. Okay. So guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go through all these. And cookie recipe here. Okay, so let's take a look at the ingredient panel on this one. Oh boy, we're going to try to. So this has a little bit of jalapeno dust in there. Let's take a look at what these are like. Okay. Maybe Okay, we'll get back to that, guys, off camera. But we've got the desiccant here, and these look like regular dry roasted peppers. Let me smell them here. They smell mostly like dry roasted peppers, so I'm going to put some of these in here so we can take a look at all these together, and we'll fix that later. Next up we have jalapeno cheddar, which is, assuming I'm right about the order of heat, and let's take a look at the ingredient panel. Oh boy, lots of stuff in here. I don't know if you guys care about any of this. Honestly, I don't. I'm just interested in what pepper's in. So let's take a look at it though. Hey, lid work there. Let's get rid of the desiccant, and we have some nice coated peanuts here. And let's throw them in there. And maybe what we'll do, so I'm going to do these, guys. I'll do these on camera, guys, for all of you. But for right now, let's do it this way. Now, I don't have enough cups, unfortunately, for everything here. So one of these will get to have a glass thing. Okay, Ass Kickin Chipotle honey. Honey roasted peanuts with chipotle. This one, honestly, is probably odds on going to be my favorite. Forgot to smell these. Let's do that real quick. Oh, yeah, smells like, these smell like jalapeno cheddar. And let's get rid of the desiccant there. Okay. Now these look almost like almonds. They're very dark. And I'll show you guys what the white point for all these as well. Let's have a smell. Oh, yeah. Getting that smoke. These smell really good. I'm excited about those. Okay. Habanero honey. These look like more or less regular honey roasted nuts. So let's have a smell. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on there. Okay guys, now I gotta be a little careful how I smell these next few. I don't want to get any dust from those things in my nose because that will be very uncomfortable. Okay, and this is a ghost pepper. Desiccant, I'm gonna leave. Okay, let's see. These smell basically like honey roasted also. So the ghosty with the mosty, and they are not looking dissimilar in any way to the habanero. And finally, last but certainly not least, we have the ghost pepper, and these looking a little sinister. They look like the chipotle ones, and these actually smell spicy. So, all right, there we go. And so guys, I want to show you this with the white point. So, regular, cheddar, chipotle, habanero, ghost, reaper, and let's see if I can figure out a way to show you. Actually, we'll just do it like this. Okay. Okay. Looking good. And let's try them out, guys. Let's see who will emerge victorious. Here we are with these nuts in front of us. And let me move them back here, guys, so you can see them all. Here's all the flavors. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I got this reversed. The jalapeno came first. Let's get that fixed. Okay. So let's start with the jalapeno cheddar, which is right here. See, it's got this really nice bit to it. Very cheesy. Oh, man. You get a nice bit of cheese to this, but there's no real heat. It's a slight hint of jalapeno flavor. These are really good. I would happily eat these again anytime. Jalapeno cheddar, I would buy to have on hand. They are excellent. Okay, and thought I'd eat a few more of them. I'm going to rest here a second, guys, and stare into the camera while I wait to see if there's any heat. We'll give it a couple seconds here. I'm not really getting anything out of this. Okay, let's go with the regular. This is the Kick Your Ass. This one right here. Kick Your Ass Hot. And tiny little flecks on here. These are smaller nuts. Makes eating these a little bit of a chore. I'm trying to figure out what flavor that is, but it's very minimal. It reminds me of a seasoning salt. Maybe not like an Old Bay, but like a seasoning salt that has just a touch of heat to it. Skosh, just a skosh of heat. Very, very minor. So far, nothing here is... These are probably not challenging to anybody. I think these might be getting a little close to too hot for comfort for some folks. The regular ones. But the taste on those isn't great, so... But I don't know that it's not beyond the point that I guess I would think most people couldn't handle. It is definitely noticeable that these are quite a bit warmer than the jalapeno cheddar, which really have no heat at all. Alright, so now we're going to go with the chipotle. Honey chipotle. No. Oh. Mmm. Wow. Those are awesome. If you guys are like me and you love smoked almonds, and I love them a lot, this is right up your alley. It's a nice blend of smoke from the chipotle with just a really tasty honey on there. These are excellent. I would not say they're hotter, however. So I might have got the order confused. In the box, it might have meant nothing. Might have meant nothing to anybody but me somehow. If anybody from Southwest Foods would like to comment on that, guys, would love to hear from you. If there is an order or if I'm just overthinking this, which is certainly possible. Okay. So this actually turned out to be a nice palate refresher from this. Now we're going to get into the gritty a little bit here. And we're going to go with, this is the habanero honey. It always kind of made me laugh when I saw people talking about how flavorful habaneros were and how great they tasted. Because outside of the red Savinas, I never really felt that was the case. I think they're okay fried or sauteed even, but I'm not a huge fan of the flavor of habanero. This one tastes like a slightly hotter version of... This one tastes like a slightly hotter version of this one. So this over here, this normal one. Very, very, very minimally though. The heat is almost identical to these. The thing that I find really interesting is that the honey on here is almost entirely absent. I mean, you can taste just a slight degree of sweetness to it, but nothing too crazy. So to this point, we've gone through 4 of them. There's not been any kind of a heat challenge for me, or I would not think any actual chili had out there. So we might as well get into the ghost pepper next. Now, ghost pepper is a flavor I like a little bit better. A lot of the super hots, the ghost pepper, I don't love it. The scorpions I like a lot. The Reaper, I haven't really encountered enough to really make that decision. But this one, the ghost pepper, is clearly the hottest one of any of these to this point. However, I would not put it for me above like maybe a 2. It's not challenging at all. It is. This is tasty though. These are good. I like these. They've got the heat is just it's a tastier heat to me from the ghost peppers and from the scorpions. And unfortunately, there's not a scorpion pepper here. But the heat is just it's a better tasting heat to me. Like habanero is certainly familiar, but I don't necessarily like the way that the heat tastes, if that makes a lot of sense. The flavor that goes with the heat, I'm not a huge fan of. The ghost pepper one is excellent though. It's got a little bit of a bite, and I'm still talking here. I haven't. You can see I have nothing to drink. This one is. I always say it swelled around a 2 maybe, and it's dropping back down again. It's not. It's hotter than these two, the 2 habaneros, but it's not greatly hotter, I guess I'll say. So let's get to the Reapers. So these are definitely hotter than everything else. I'd say we're a 3, maybe pushing slightly past that. These are also excellent flavor though. That honey really, really works together well with the Reaper peppers, guys. And they're the second most flavorful, I should say. The third most flavorful nut here. Definitely the best of all the honey varieties. For me, the chipotle is one that I think actually works a little bit better though. I like that flavor combination quite a bit better as the chipotle and the honey. You definitely have the back of the mouth burn a little bit with this one. This is more in keeping with what you'd expect out of a super hot. You can notice it. It's again, none of these are a challenge for any chili head though, at all. Like this one, like I said, is maybe approaching a 3, but the drop off is really, really fast. I think that's interesting with all these peanuts that the drop off rate of the heat is so quick. Like this one, I could probably just keep eating them, and I could maybe punch it up slightly past a 3, but even then, I don't know. It's going to be greatly past a 3 if that makes sense. So this one is definitely the hottest. This one is definitely the second hottest. These two are the third hottest. So let me just see if I can move this in a way that makes sense for you guys. Hopefully this isn't going on camera. And of course, the chipotle and the jalapeno cheddar, despite both being delicious, have no real heat to speak of. There's not, I don't think, a challenge for literally anybody with those. So guys, looking at flavor, I would say I would change this order actually. So in terms of flavor, the jalapeno cheddar I would put first, followed by the chipotle, followed by the Reapers, followed by the ghost peppers, which are pretty close, and then these other two, the habaneros, are just, they're kind of there. They're not bad. They're just not anywhere near as good as all this other stuff is. So, just to give these nuts one final shot of glory, I'm going to finish off all what I have right in a row and see if that gives us any kind of a boost to the heat. Jalapeno cheddar. So good. Kick your ass hot nuts. Kick your ass hot nuts, I guess. This is my least favorite flavor by a lot. Chipotle honey. Mmm. Mmm. It's a little slice of heaven right there. Habanero honey. Ghost pepper honey. And Reaper honey. Now we're going to see if the Reaper will build on the Ghost. A little bit. Like I said, this is maybe a 3. Even banging them out right there in a row, guys, like you just saw me do. This is really at most a 3. So, definitely the hottest, the Reaper. Second hottest, the Ghost. These two may not be something that people find enjoyable because of heat, even though it's very moderate for chili heads. They still may find it something that's uncomfortable. We have here honey chipotle. And that one, if they don't enjoy it, it wouldn't be because of heat, it'd be because of flavor, this is my second least favorite. Chipotle honey. This is the second most favorite as far as in terms of flavor. This would be third. Kick your ass hot. Again, it tastes like somebody just upended like a seasoning salt on there. Very, very odd. This is by far my least favorite. Jalapeno cheddar, excellent. It's great for anybody. Same with the chipotle honey. If you like peanuts, you probably will like that stuff. Very, very tremendous. But there it is. Our look at the Ass Kickin 6-pack peanut variety pack. 6 gourmet Ass Kickin flavors. Definitely the ones that I would recommend you try are not the habanero, but definitely everything else is worth a go. If you're a chili head, the only ones that you probably will find satisfying are either the Ghost or the Reaper. If you like flavor, stick to the chipotle honey and the jalapeno cheddar. And if you like a combination of flavor and heat, then the Reapers and the Ghost are both pretty solid picks as well. But there it is. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.